What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, here we have some good news, some interesting news, as undefeated 3-division world champion who simultaneously held the WBA super belt at 130 and the WBA regular belt at 135 and 140, undefeated superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis, 25 wins, no losses, no draws. 24 big wins by way of knockout. He's 26 years of age, stands at 5'5" with a 67-inch arm reach. Well, he has been ordered to face off against fellow Floyd Mayweather, legendary, retired Hall of Fame, iconic superstar boxer turned promoter and CEO and founder of Mayweather Promotions. That being Rolando Romero. I told you guys that this could be coming down the pipeline, that you could possibly be seeing Gervonta Tank Davis versus Rolly Romero. Well, the WBA, World Boxing Association, Gilberto Mendoza, CEO, they have ordered that Gervonta Tank Davis face off against Rolando Romero. Rolly Romero is a Floyd Mayweather promotion fighter as well. So, Rolly Romero, 14 wins, no losses, no draws. 12 big wins by way of knockout. He's 5'8" with a 68-inch arm reach, 25 years of age. So with that said, they're under the same promotional banner. Okay, so this is an easy fight to be made. It looks like he will be back, that being Gervonta Tank Davis, in December, and it looked like this fight is going to be on pay-per-view in Atlanta, Georgia, as well. Gervonta Tank Davis has been having his last few fights in Atlanta, Georgia. He's found a niche. He's found a home in Atlanta, Georgia, where he's putting on big fights, and the people are coming out and showing up and showing out for Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay, and so he's looking for an opponent. It was initially stated by Mayweather Promotion CEO Leonard Ellerbe that he could possibly be back in October, and then Leonard Ellerbe, he stated that he could possibly be back in November. Well, Steven Espinoza, president of Showtime, he stated, in which this is the network in Gervonta Tank Davis fights on, he stated that he'll be back in December, and the name that's popping up the most is Rolando Romero. Also, Pitbull Cruz is an option for Gervonta Tank Davis, but it's looking like Rolly Romero is going to be the option. Okay, Rolly has been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis for quite some time. They both trained at the Mayweather gym when they're in Las Vegas. Rolly lives there, so Gervonta Tank Davis, obviously, he travels there to train now for his last 2 training camps, when he took on 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer Leo Santa Cruz, and when he just took on most recently Mario Barrios. That's where he trained at. That's where he set up his training camp. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out, because they both share the same gym when they train. That's Rolly's home. Okay, he's been there predominantly his entire career. Gervonta Tank Davis is most recently coming there to train. But obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis is the A side in this fight. He's the cash cow. He's the bigger name fighter. And so it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out and how this works with Floyd Mayweather. Like I said, Rolly Romero, he's been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis for quite a bit of time. Okay, I made a video earlier, a few days ago, a week ago or so, and I told you guys that Gervonta Tank Davis could possibly be facing Rolando Rolly Romero in December, okay? And so now you have reports Rolly Romero, he announces it. He says that now that the WBA has ordered it, we start negotiations, and I'll see you in December, okay? And, it's just an easy fight to make. It just makes sense. He needs a opponent, Gervonta Tank Davis. He already had a few big fights, this year. So Mario Barrios, a big fight, going up to junior welterweight, challenging a bigger guy, making a statement, knocking him out. So that was a big fight. Like I said, he's found a home in Atlanta, Georgia. So it's looking like it's going to be on pay-per-view. Steven Espinoza, he said the fight is going to be on pay-per-view in December. Now Rolly Romero, he's saying that I'll see you guys in December against Gervonta Tank Davis. And it's an easy fight to be made. And like I said, he's been calling out Tank Davis for quite some time. He's overly confident, in my opinion, that he could fight and beat Gervonta Tank Davis. I personally think that this is a fight that's tailor-made for Gervonta Tank Davis to put on the show. to get a highlight reel knockout because of the style of Rolando Rolly Romero. Okay, he leaves himself wide open. He's not very accurate. He's not very technically sound. Defense is not his number one objective. He has power in both hands. He is big. He's very awkward. He's unorthodox, so that could prove to be a problem for Gervonta Tank Davis. But I believe that Tank Davis will make adjustments. And I think that he'll ultimately get a knockout victory over Rolando Romero in dramatic fashion in Atlanta, Georgia. And we want to see Tank Davis in much bigger fights moving forward. Okay, this is a fight where it's been ordered by the WBA. We still don't know. Gervonta Tank Davis, he vacated his 130-pound belt as we expected. Once he moved up to 140, I knew there was no way that he was going to go back down to 130 pounds. He already struggled to make 130 pounds. And move all the way up to 140 after having one fight at 135 and saying that, you wasn't comfortable at 135. That weight issues he's had in the past, missing weight a few times and losing his belt on the scale. I knew it was no possible way that we would see him go back down from 140 to 130. So with that said, is a possibility he could go to 135, and that's what it's looking like. He's going to fight Rolly Romero at 135. I believe that that's his natural weight, 135. I think that's the best weight for him. And it just makes sense, okay? It's an easy fight to be made. Rolly Romero understands where he stands. He knows he's not the A side. He's not going to demand millions upon millions of dollars. They're under the same umbrella with the same promotional company on the same network. Very easy fight to be made. And this is a fight where Rolly has the opportunity to back up everything he's been saying. He's been saying that he could beat Gervonta Tank Davis. He's been calling him out for nearly 2 years now. Since he started boxing, he's been calling out Gervonta Tank Davis. Okay, and so it's just I believe this fight is going to come to fruition. I believe that Pitbull Cruz is still an option. But I believe that this is the front runner. I believe that this is the fight you're going to see. Rolly Romero's exciting. He's going to build up the fight. He's going to talk. He's never short on words. He does have power. He does have a lot of confidence. And like I said, I believe it's an opportunity for Gervonta Tank Davis to add to his highlight reel. Now, one question is Floyd Mayweather willing to part ways with Rolly Romero? Because I believe that Gervonta Tank Davis brutally knocks out Rolly Rolando Romero. I believe that essentially his career is going to come to an end. Okay? I don't think he's going to recover from there because he's talked his way into, what is going to be considered a big fight. We saw he was going back and forth with undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney. And he then decided, this was a clear indication when he then decided that when Devin Haney said, let's start to make it happen, they contacted Floyd Mayweather to make it happen. And he said, I'm not into fighting email champions and paper champions. I want to fight the official champions, the big fish, and I got bigger fish to fry, and Gervonta Tank Davis. That was a clear indication that this was a possibility for Rolly Rolando Romero. Obviously, Gervonta Tank Davis is a pay-per-view star. He's been on pay-per-view a few times now. And he's going to bring in the big money, okay? Right now, as it stands, he's a bigger star in the sport of boxing and overall than Devin Haney. Now, Devin Haney is well on his way to being that superstar. He just needs the opportunities. And Gervonta Tank Davis is already that guy because he's co-signed by Floyd Mayweather, and he's on the big stage. So, Rolly Romero, he let us know a clear indication. Now, it's one thing, all signs point to this fight, but it's another thing if Gervonta Tank Davis is going to accept it. Now, normally, Gervonta Tank Davis, whatever direction Floyd Mayweather say, you're going to fight this guy, that's usually normally who he fights. I've never heard or seen anything that comes from Gervonta Tank Davis putting up any resistance to any fights that they offer him. So the question is, again, is Floyd Mayweather willing to part ways with Rolly Romero, right? Because he can make big fights with Rolly Romero and still make fights with Gervonta Tank Davis, okay? There was talk that Rolly could be on the undercard of Gervonta Tank Davis and Cruz, and Christopher Colbert could face Gutierrez, and Rolly could fight Rivera on the undercard, okay? So there's still money to be made with Rolly Romero. But again, you put him in the ring with Gervonta Tank Davis, and I believe this is going to be the last fight in his career, last meaningful fight. because I believe he's going to get brutally knocked out in this fight. I think it's going to be a highlight reel knockout. Gervonta Tank Davis is a southpaw. He has a high, very, very high ring IQ. He's very accurate with his punches. He sets his punches up very well. He has great foot placement. And his boxing ability, his jab, and the way he sets up his power and his punches is underrated, because all we know is how he delivers the power, right? All we see is the power, not so much of how he delivers the power. And so with that said, I believe he's underrated. His ring IQ and his boxing ability and ability to make adjustments is underrated. So I believe in the beginning of the fight, the unorthodoxness and the awkwardness of Rolly Romero will take him some time to adjust. But I believe by the fourth round, he'll get it. He'll get his timing and distance right. He'll get the timing of Rolly Romero, and he'll brutally knock him out in dramatic fashion on pay-per-view and bolster his status, okay? But again, is Floyd Mayweather willing to part ways with Rolly Romero, or does he want to, capitalize on him, get much money out of him, put him against somebody else, a more winnable fight on the same undercard, build up this fight possibility? But after this fight, we want to see Gervonta Tank Davis in with the absolute best moving forward. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. Make sure you hit the like button. Drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. Hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
Oh, it is your boy Jada Kiss. Make sure you check out Blue Blood Sports TV. It's going down.